Hello, Deborah Stile here. Don't judge a book by its cover is an old saying, but sincere. When you turn the pages, you will find the true meaning that is dear. Book number 19, Be True to You. Be true to you. Our pet food drive was a really big success, but a local delivery truck backed up into it, causing a huge mess. The truck belonged to a moving company from town. Later that day, we got a call from the owner, Mr. Brown. He apologized for his driver who made a big mistake. While backing up to the area, he stepped on the gas instead of the brake. Mr. Brown offered to pay for all the product we lost, plus donate dollar for dollar what we raised at his cost. It took us 3 days to sort out and get a price. It added up to $3,010. His donation sure will be nice. Plus his truck will deliver the good food to the Lakeshore Pound. The donation will be used for another new edition and in June break ground. We were also invited to a party held at Mr. Brown's fancy estate. Saturday afternoon, swimming, barbecue. Wow, this sounds great. Of course we can bring the pets. He has a large grassy yard. When we arrived at the gate, we got an escort by the guard. We had so much fun swimming. There was even a water slide. The pets played with the guard dogs, Ronnie and Clyde. We saw a girl about our age standing near the cabana. We asked the pool guy who she was. He said, "Her name is Hannah." Jess said, "Let's ask her to join us. We can make a new friend." But when we got out of the pool and headed over, she ran around the bend. Just then, Mr. Brown announced lunch was being served. Mini hot dogs, cheeseburger sliders, these were just the hors d'oeuvres. A make-your-own taco bar was assisted by the housemaid. It was like being on vacation, and it was all prepaid. After lunch, we swam some more until it was time to leave. Then we got a ride home in a limo. The chauffeur's name was Steve. As we were driving away, we all leaned out to wave goodbye. Jess spotted that girl Hannah again from the corner of her eye. Wednesday, market day. Ellie goes to buy produce for the deli. We go along to help carry her bags. P.U. Something is awfully smelly. We see a dumpster filled with trash and fruit piled up to the top. Mrs. Ray explains, if the fruit ripens too much, it can't be sold in the shops. "What a waste," Kaylin said. "Too bad it can't be used." Mrs. Ray answered, "It used to be given away, but that got abused. Someone got sick and blamed it on the fruit they said was rotten, and they filed a lawsuit at the market where it was gotten. But if it was handled properly, good things could be made from that fruit." We turned suddenly when we heard a limousine horn toot. It was Steve, Mr. Brown's chauffeur, parked in the loading zone. He waved hello, then opened the trunk, but he wasn't alone. He was helping a lady and girl with many bags of groceries. Mrs. Brown's maid and Hannah, who was holding a basket of strawberries. When she saw us, she dropped the basket, ran in the limo, and shut the door. Jess said, "Why is she always avoiding us? I'm just not sure." Kevin said, "She's probably one of those rich, spoiled snobs." Then from the inside the limo, we could hear sobs. The windows were tinted so we couldn't see her face. Kevin said, "She was probably embarrassed to be with the servants at the marketplace." Jess replied, "Something doesn't make sense. I just have a feeling." That night in bed, she hugged Rennie and just stared at the ceiling. Morning already. I overslept, but was awakened by my phone. I told Kaylin, "I'm on my way," as I grabbed a granola bar and dog bone. I pedaled my bike. Rennie ran along. We were out on summer vacation. We headed to Pet's Playground for some fun time recreation. Today we'll be helping Mr. Ray install shade tarps around the park. It was a big job, so we all had to help to get it done before dark. We made good time. It was only 4 o'clock and we were done. Ellie stopped by with some fruit salad, which we ate while shaded from the sun. It was filled with bananas, apples, blueberries, all edible by the pets and us, when we heard someone calling, "Come back here, Gus!" There was a cute little chihuahua wagging his tail for a treat. Guess who his owner is? Hannah. We finally had to meet. You could tell she felt awkward. We were all very quiet. Then Jess reached a blueberry to Gus and said, "Here, puppy, try it." Without delay, Kaylin said, "Please sit and join us at our picnic." She couldn't run away this time. It all happened so quick. She couldn't call a limo or an Uber or a cab. Then they all burst out laughing when Wes stood up and hit the dab. It's amazing how laughter helps to break the ice. Hannah said, "I misjudged you all. You guys are really nice." Kevin said, "Misjudged us? I think I owe you an apology. I thought you were a rich, spoiled snob, and you're not, now I see." Hannah said, "Me rich? I live with my parents in Mr. Brown's casita. My dad, Steve, is his chauffeur, and the maid is my mom, Rita. I thought you wouldn't want to be my friend if you knew the true me." "The true you is really cool," they shouted. "It's easy to see." They heard a bark and turned to see a very funny sight. Gus was sitting in the fruit bowl. The pets were licking him with delight. To be continued. I hope you enjoyed today's book. Please join me tomorrow and subscribe. Thank you very much.